So we use SpotOn GPS fence collar with Jaeger, and I think it does a really good job. It's generally considered the most accurate GPS collar on the market. The other thing I like about it is that you don't have to subscribe to a tracking subscription service, monthly service fee. You can just use it strictly as the GPS fence collar, but you can subscribe to the service at any time if you want to. So if for some reason he did get past the GPS fence and was missing, I could subscribe to the service for a month and use it to track him down if I needed to. But it's worked very good. Battery life on this, usually we put the collar on them sometime between 5 and 6 in the morning, and then usually comes off around 9:45, 10 o'clock at night, and he's usually right around 70% battery charge still left on the collar, and does a really good job. So he generally has the roam of about, I'd say, close to 2 acres on the property, and so the GPS fence goes out to where about 3 or 4 trees deep there, where it starts getting thicker in the brush, and we don't mow past that point. And it cuts back on the property, it cuts back in front of the barn and keeps them out of the barn and the brush pile area. We don't want them getting in the barn in case, don't want them to get any toxic materials in the barn. And then after the barn, it cuts back just before the trail over there, and kind of follows our property line towards the front, and cuts back across the property probably about 75, 80 feet from the highway, so we don't want them to get any closer to the highway than that. Does a really nice job. The collar has 2 tones on it that they're kind of a higher frequency, and they're very low. You can't hear it unless you got your ear really close to the collar. But one tone goes off about 10 feet away from the GPS boundary line, and the other tone goes off about 5 feet away from the GPS boundary line. And he likes wearing it because he knows it means he gets to go outside and roam around in his area, allowed area. But one thing, so last night, let's see if I can zoom in here. So the other night, the Chuckit ball bounced off of him and went too far, went past his GPS fence. So he had to leave it there because he couldn't go past the fence. So I'm going to go over and retrieve that for him now. It's just across the property line of the neighbor's yard there. You're gonna go get your Chuckit? You wanna go get your Chuckit ball? Yeah, you wanna go get your Chuckit ball? You want Daddy to get it for you? Yeah. He'll stop when he gets to a certain point, because he'll start hearing the warning tones. But he's not supposed to go any further. He's actually stopped well short, because I think he knows what I'm doing. I think he knows I'm going to go get the ball for him. So. Yeah, we'll get your Chuckit ball. All right. There it is. That's probably right about where the fence is, and he's probably hearing the tone where he's at. There you go. Now you got your Chuckit ball. Good boy. But yeah, this is the Generation 2 version of the SpotOn GPS fence collar. I'd highly recommend it. Maybe in a year or two, we'll go ahead and get the latest version that's come out recently. It's slightly lighter and has the on-off button inside the collar. Because once in a while, it doesn't happen often, but once in a while, he might turn it off by accident when he scratches himself because the on-off button's on the outside of the collar. Like I said, it doesn't happen a lot, but it's happened a couple times in about the year and a half we've been using it. So just got to check the app before we make sure it's on. So, all right. Good job, Jaeger. Good job, little buddy.